Morning, fellas. Just out checking some beans this morning. We've been awful dry and hot. I haven't videoed much, not too much going on, just getting the combines around for corn. This field up here, you can see we're pocket high. It's caught some rains that some of them have not. In fact, we were just about to burn up everywhere on our beans, and we got a God sent rain. Pretty much perked most of them back up to hold on. I come up here to see how these were blooming. Yeah, it's hard to see. Looks like they're in their second stage of blooming. I'm no bean expert. Raised a few beans, not an expert. I hope that's second round. Yeah, it is. They're just finishing the first. But anyway, I hope we have some beans up here. I got to stand and got to plant. And now we have to put pods on. Our corn had a few escapes up here. Bugs have eaten the weeds pretty good. Definitely have some escapes. Anyway, I've been keeping a pretty close eye on the corn. I think we've got some droughted down by Wellington. That's, I think, probably most of it would run pretty shortly, which isn't good. If it'll run now, it's droughted. We've got corn that's still 35%. Well, what the GPS did there, pretty good little wiggle. Beans are, like I said, pocket high. Pretty good root on them. I don't see a whole lot of nodules. Yeah, there's some in there. Not overly confident with pod count, or what will hopefully will be pod count. There's a pretty good number, I guess. Beck's beans, of course. I say of course, we're 100% Beck's this year on everything. Anyway, yeah, like I said, we've got corn on the river. It was still 35%. I did some weighing the other day. Figured in absolute dry matter, etc., and it was, kernels were like 70,000 per bushel, which around here is unheard of on dry land. And we've got some that are going to be 110,000 too. So we're both ends of the spectrum. Alright guys, I just hadn't talked to you for a while. Thought I'd come up and see how these beans were doing. These beans, excuse me, these beans were the ones that we planted, and we got 8/10 of rain the night after we planted them. Had quite a few weeds because we did get them burned down, but we didn't get our pre down at that point. And we had to come back as quick as we could, which it was windy and couldn't get in here. And sprayed after they were up with Enlist. And we had to come back and hit them again with Clethodim and Liberty. And for what we had, they look pretty fair. We do have some escapes, but I laid that bean plant down. I was going to take it back with me. Maybe it's up here. So yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with them for what we had. No, I must have missed it. Walked right past it somewhere. Oh well. Pretty damp up here this morning. We got 0.07 at the house. And up here, field's muddy. I think the road up here is muddier than the field because the fields are so darn dry. End row's got a little thin here. Probably compaction. But no, pretty tickled. Catch a couple more rains and we'll have to put the bean heads on this fall. Alright guys, I may bring you back on some corn after a bit today. Gonna get hot and nasty. Later.